is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, McCrary, and this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2, and it was the Chiefs who got the road victory there, so now looking to claim the season series at home in KC. They'll run on first down. It's Stevenson. Room to run past midfield. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Harris. And that'll be incomplete. Well, these two teams met in Kansas City earlier this season with the Chiefs winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Harris. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And this will set them up nicely deep down at KC territory. A huge play there for Denver. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is a case of improper form from a tackling perspective, because when you get ready to go up against a back like this, everyone has to be able to understand you've got to be able to slow him down and let the cavalry come to the rescue. They were nowhere to be found that time, though, and this winds up being a big play.
A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On 1st down, McCrary, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Mahomes, he finds his man, complete. It's Atkins.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Jacob Harris, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Harris completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Harris. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now Harris to throw on 2nd down. Johnson's got it complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Harris. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Really talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
The tackle made by Tanner Hughes. 2 yards out.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. From the 27, Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. Forced out to his left. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. They find some open field here. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A big play there for KC.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Stevenson. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down and 4, Mahomes. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Stephon Tuitt busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Looking to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
58 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
So a first catch for him in the ball game. And you know the scuttlebutt has been he's not getting enough touches, enough catches, not feeling involved enough in the offense. So maybe that can get him going.
You and I both know that there's not a wide receiver alive that ever feels like in any game he got enough touches, even if he got 15, right? We all know that. But there's also not an offensive coordinator alive, a play caller, that isn't smart enough to get the ball to them and often that will keep his position.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Harris. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. They'll try and run for it. Pushes him over. And he is going to have the first down here, but hold on, as there's a flag on the field, and I think someone got held. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Boswell's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
7 yards to pick up there. Second down and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That one caught by the tight end Bates.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
On 1st down, Callaway. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Harris. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Harris. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Harris. And he whips that one incomplete there.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, Harris. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. From the right hash, this from 48. And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point.
And the lead is now 2.
Makes the score. Broncos 19. Chiefs 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now it's Mahomes again. Going up top. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Butker's kick here is good. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first two quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And, Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Looking to throw. Harris. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll keep it on the ground. McCrary And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, I think we all know that turnovers have a way of deciding games, and before you say something snarky, I realize that's not particularly astute. But in this case, how about the evidence right here in the third quarter? They've got the lead, moving the football, things looking good. And then...
yeah, so now a flip on the scoreboard with that pick six. And I don't know, the rest of this second half shaping up to be very interesting. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. Flushed out right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. He lost 6 there on the first down play. 2nd and 16. Mahomes now to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
To throw is Harris. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Harris. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they were going for the big strike right there, but this just terrific coverage by the defense in the end zone.
And what helps being a safety in this spot is the back line of the end zone. Defensive back coaches always preach. That's an extra defender because you know that they can only run so far. They can't run past you out of the back of the end zone. Then you know you can't be beat over the top and gives you a chance to go make a play.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. He finds his man. Complete. It's Beck.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he's able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Mahomes to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Atkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for KC.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
53's the mic. You must be getting tired of seeing me. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside.
And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Steps away to his left, and he'll just get rid of it.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
You got him. You got him.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43.
And, partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Again, he'll drop to throw. He hits Adams complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Operating from the gun. Harris eluding the pressure right. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
They'll keep it on the ground. Callaway. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Boswell good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down, McCrary, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. McCrary, and he'll go down at the 28.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a first and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Oh, how about this on first and goal? And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Harris. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Mahomes. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Switch up, switch up. Switch.
Mahomes to throw it. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Mahomes. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly. Even